What's up, guys? We're gonna be talking a little bit about November's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Tuned in, we're gonna be talking about a lot. You guys need to stop holding in things and actually start saying things that really matter.
You can't make a phone call from 20,000 feet in the air.
Espionage pigeons and acoustic kitties.
Government control, New World Order. They always criming and take. We sick of that shit. So I'm about to tell you guys, the real spill on New World Order. Find out in a few minutes. What's going on, everybody? Chubbs, Denzel, how's it going? How's
I'm
it
doing
been?
good, Rowdy. What about you?
I'm here.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
here.
See, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
That's all that matters, baby.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Souls Off Script, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 13. That's right. I said 13. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, not nine, not 10, 11, 12, but 13. 13! Dang, boy, that sounds it's crazy. I never thought I'd
13.
be on 13. Congratulations, y'all. We made it. Almost.
We here.
But the podcast we are, and generally the podcast that's 50% real talk. I say real talk, in case y'all don't know. Real talk. 50% chaos, because I mean at the end of the day, who doesn't love chaos? 100% wondering why it suddenly feels like midnight at 4:30 p.m. Seriously, November pulls up like surprise, mother. You're tired now. But besides seasonal confusion, November means something important. Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I just want to tell you guys that this is a very serious situation. So today, we're starting this episode with something real, something needed, and something we don't talk about enough.
And before anybody sit here and act like it ain't that serious, anything like men's mental health or mental health in general isn't a big deal. I mean, we got to really look at the facts right here. I mean, men go through a lot. People in general go through a lot. Uh, what we need to do is, act like being told to man up or be an adult or whatever is just going to fix everything because we all know that's not how it works.
My man's got a point that is absolutely correct. If Man Up worked, I would have been emotionally held a long time ago. When my barber pushed my lining back and it never recovered. Hold on, I need a moment,
Not
y'all. I'm
the LeBron,
still recovering from that.
not the LeBron fade.
I have to let it go.
Had to let it go like LeBron had to leave his career go.
That's still hard.
That's exactly. And that's why November matters. Yes. Not only because it's my birthday, November 10th, in case motherfuckers was wondering. But November actually does
You
matter.
old.
I'm not telling you the age. A wise man never tells. It's a reminder that mental health isn't weakness. It's part of being human. Not robotic, but human. You can lift weights, handle your business like you're supposed to, pay bills. Like I know a lot of us are tired, but unfortunately they beating us up out here like YNs.
I'm over this, Grandpa.
Mow the lawn in a straight line. Some of y'all can't do that, and I'm trust me, I've done a lot of landscaping, but I've seen a few that can.
But it's too damn
None of that
bad.
replaces checking in on yourself or opening up to someone.
And speaking of opening up, this your month, mental health month. Talk to people. Talk to your friends, your family, your barber, not Chubbs' barber. But somebody you trust.
Yeah, yo, we not gonna hold you. That man that pushed my headline back, and it led to me losing 50% of my scalp revenue. That man was a criminal, and he was from Ghana. But find the right person, because being silent doesn't make you strong. It makes you quiet. And I was quiet in that barber seat. It was a $15 haircut. Prices had went up. It was all I could afford.
$50 just to get your hairline fucked up is
And
crazy.
it quite isn't the same, And just like your mental health won't be the same if you don't get some. You will be at your emotional availability will be as bald as my scalp. And I don't want that for nobody. Moment of silence for what hair I do have left.
So today, we're dedicating the start of the show to all the men out there dealing with stress, anxiety, loneliness, burnout, or just feeling stuck. You're not alone, and I really mean that. You're not alone. Wherever you're at, and if you ever do see this or hear this video, you are not alone. And I will say that. Your feelings are real, 100%, 110%. And reaching out for help, that's strength. That's courage.
Let's normalize checking in on people. The old, you straight text message, the lie we get, that's the easy part. Anybody can do that. Let's call them and be like, hey, bro, you good? And if it take them more than a few seconds, you already know what it is. You know, sit down, play the wings, you know, some with the bros.
You know, some fries heal, or a hair doctor in Turkey, they heal as well. Not scientifically, but spiritually. And I would
Them
love
people work.
everyone to get the help that they deserve, especially myself.
So as we kick off this episode, remember, take care of yourself this month. Take care of the men in your life. And fellas, take care of each other. Stop fighting over bullshit. Small things is retarded. I said that. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Stop fighting over small things. Stop fighting over pointless things. We're all dealing with something. You don't have to deal with it alone.
Before we move on with the rest of the show, we got, 3 videos we want to show you guys that kind of embodies mental health awareness month. And they say a lot of things that men feel, but don't really have the words to say.
Lock in for a minute. These clips set the tone for today's conversation in a powerful way, and not the clippers that took what's left of me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he should have played for the Clippers. All right. Let's roll the clips and not the Clippers.
This is a menace. I'm grabbing my dreadlocks as we speak.
Hold on to him. Hold on tight. Don't let him
I'm
go.
sorry.
Me dreadlocks.
What's up, bro?
It's getting hard.
How you doing? Yeah, I know. Same. Did you know it was Men's Mental Health Month? Of course not, because nobody's really going to talk about that, but that's why I'm here. I just wanted to come in and check on you. I also wanted to just tell you that I'm proud of you. And I know as a man, right, some days seem a lot harder than others. And ain't nobody going to clap for you for doing what you're supposed to do. That's just the reality of it. There's no pat on the back. But guess what? You made it another day. You asked to be here. And it's important to realize that your future self needs you. And so I never want you to underestimate the hole your absence would leave if you were not here on this earth. We all are remarkable in our own way. And it's just our duty to figure out what makes us special and to give that to the world. But I don't want to hold you up too long. Just wanted to come in and check on your mental health again. And just tell you that I'm proud of you. And I hope to see you again soon, bro. Have a good one.
God bless
Chubbs, I'm
them.
so happy to see you and see that your scalp is nice and shiny.
Thank you. It's hard.
I'm gonna
It's
name one of
hard.
my dreads whenever, if Lord don't let it ever happen, but if one of these dreads ever just fall out, I'm gonna put it in the bag and write your name on it and mail it to you.
I'm gonna put it in
I'm
my
like,
head.
incorporate this somewhere. We're gonna send you overseas, we're gonna get you
All right,
transplanted,
cue the
bro.
second
Oh,
video.
I need my transplant.
Trust me when I say I know life is beating your ass right now. And I know you tired of being tired, you tired of being strong. But at the end of the day,
Yes, Lord.
it's not many people like you on this earth, bro. It's not. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you different, you special. And the fact that you tired, you keep getting up and you keep being that special person for people on this earth. So I'm sorry to tell you this, but you need to keep fucking getting up. You need to keep trying. Because at the end of the day, we really need you on this earth. Realistically, if I'm really being honest, we really need you.
Ain't too many real ones out here left.
That man needs to be protected at all costs.
That's what them rappers be saying.
Cue the third one.
This is for the men who've been suffering in silence. Because November is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's time we stop pretending that silence is strength. See, men are taught to be strong, stoic, unbreakable, but nobody teaches them how to heal when they're hurting. Nobody teaches them how to sit with shame, fear, anxiety, depression, or grief without being told, man up or get over it. Let me give you some facts. 1 in 4 men will experience mental health disorder this year. Over 75% of all suicides are men. Men are 3 to 4 times more likely to die by suicide than women. And Black and Latino men are even less likely to seek help due to cultural stigma and generational silence. We call it being strong, but the truth is, it's emotional survival mode. You see, we don't cry, we don't ask for help, we just drown in expectations while smiling on the outside. And by the time someone notices, it is often too late. We lose fathers, brothers, sons, uncles, friends, because we taught them that their emotions made them less of a man. But I'm here to say this clearly. Real strength is not silence. It's being honest about your pain. It's saying, I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. I need help. I'm not okay. And still getting up in the next day to fight for your peace. If you're a man watching this right now, your feelings are valid. Your life matters. You are not weak for feeling broken. You are human and you deserve to heal without shame. And if you love a man, ladies, remind him he is allowed to cry, he is allowed to feel, he is allowed to need, because vulnerability doesn't make him less of a man, it makes him alive. So this November, check on your strong friends, check on your silent men, check on yourself. Drop a real talk in the comment if this hit home. And please, for the men who are still here, for the ones we lost, and for the boys who are still learning what masculinity means, share this, normalize this, talk about it. You might just save a life, because being broken doesn't make you weak. Staying silent about it does. So, this is November. This is for the men. And this right here, this is real talk. Yeah.
Yes. as a man, I don't, bottle it in, but I still have to keep like the way my father taught me, you gotta fight through it. You can cry after, but my dad was a like rock solid, but my mom was emotionally like water. So I have a little bit of both. So when I'm going through something tough, or I know like my back's against the wall, I usually keep my father's, chest up, head up, but I secretly like let out a cry sometimes just to get that pressure out, like a secret, just to like I'm gonna look at
Each one of those
and go,
videos
yeah.
has a very very strong message, and I advise everyone to heed and take those words, embrace them actually, because this is from every different man is walking a different life, a different path. That's explaining how it feels to be a man and the mental health that we go through silently. Mind you, I say silently. No one talks about it, and it should be talked more. It should be brought up more. It shouldn't just be a month. It should be an everyday. And us, man, we sometimes fail to not delay on how we feel towards other men because we think of it as weak. You know, we was always taught to be weak. You show love, you show some sort of emotion, you're weak. You know? And we got to get out of that mentality because that's not how you. It's not the way you want to live, unless you want to live in a box.
That's how you lose people.
That's how you
I
push
show it
people
every
away,
day.
100%. And you could be put away those people that are actually gonna truthfully save your life. You're not alone in this fight. Never have been. Even if it was made to be, even if it was put that way and placed upon you as if you thought you were going to be alone, you're never alone. Not, not in this war. You're not. There's so many men out here that are willing to help out another brother in need. All you got to do is just take that, that extra leap in faith and just talk to somebody. You might think it's a burden, but then it could be a blessing. It could be helping both sides. You never know. The person that you're talking to could feel the same way, if not worse, than how you're feeling. You never know. And this message is for not just just different categories of the people that are going through different mental health, because there's different phases of mental health. It could be somebody that's lost a loved one recently, past friend, someone they've known for a long time. It could be somebody that you know broke up with a girlfriend, or girlfriend broke up with her, and he's going through it really tough because love hurts. Love hurts a lot. It's one of
Ooh.
those things. Could be somebody that's on their bad luck and could be having kid issues. You could be fighting a battle, custody battle. You know,
Mm-hmm.
or you could be a single parent.
Mm-hmm.
You on your last dime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't have a job. I'm telling you, and this message is for everybody, and I mean everybody. So heed those words. Embrace it with love, man. Find somebody. Call in your nearest friend, your nearest family member. Call a hotline if you need to. I'd rather you dial those numbers than for us to see your name on the obituary. I'm just saying. And I'm going to keep saying that.
Right. And I would like to add in, you being able to speak does not have anything to do with your masculinity or your sexuality. Is open communication. So many men are told, because if you speak, it makes you feminine, it makes you weak. It has nothing to do with that. That is a stereotype. That is a misnomer. That is something that doesn't exist. It's a myth. Being able to talk does not diminish your masculinity. It doesn't make you less hard. It doesn't make you less masculine. It's just a way of taking some of that pressure off before you explode.
To piggyback off of that, we do realize this is in November, right? Uh, no, November is right around, you know,
Holiday,
Thanksgiving, and what's after Thanksgiving?
Christmas.
Christmas. What's after that? New Year's. And
It's
men's mental health around this time, especially ones that's really out here,
the
you need to
silent
check on them.
fathers. Uh-huh. The
Check
silent
on them.
fathers. The gifts you
The
gotta
ones that's
buy.
making it happen.
The
Yep.
ones, the
Yeah.
bills, the gifts, the toys,
Ones you really
the
don't see that they're
cars.
putting in that extra work and that extra overtime when it doesn't pay off and they don't feel appreciated enough by their
Yeah.
by
Right.
their
Check on
boss.
them
I'm not
boys.
saying by their significant other, but by their boss. You know what I'm saying? Could be working too much. They can't see their family much.
Mm.
Those are the ones
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Enough for the teary eyes. Somebody put that bowl of onions away. Now, Denzel, what can you tell me about that 9/11 false flag?
Oh, there are multiple false flags. It's not just one. We could do multiple podcasts on, I don't know, just one. But I'm there. There's so many. We'll just start off on, you know, a general thing. Uh, we do understand you can't use your cell phone when you're in the air for a reason, right?
So I've been told you.
Why not?
Um, uh, your phone don't work up there
It
Yeah.
don't. It
Mm-mm.
don't.
at 20,000 feet.
Mm-mm. No.
But this was 9/11. Like this is a general time. 9/11.
Oh. Oh, the other point because
Pause.
people were calling home. Hmm.
You. I don't know if y'all have ever listened to those calls.
They seem very
Like
clear.
really listen. They're very just like we're talking now. Hi, honey. The plane's been hijacked. Things of but even if their emotions and everything are true, general, true. Why is it dead silent in the background at 20,000 feet?
I always thought it was because like when they got those files, they were able to clear up the background noise, like editing out the background so we could hear the clear audio. But you are absolutely correct because if you hear like different like police calls, when they
Yeah,
some of them like, well, the audio was so drowned out with background noise we couldn't really get it. But I'm like, okay, so then why wouldn't you be able to, you could do it for that situation but you can't clear it up for this
yeah,
situation. So yeah, there is a discrepancy. I see that.
yeah. So however you flip that okay. Um 9/11's gone. The morning of 9/11. What do you think the government was doing? You know, just doing their government thing on their laptops, making sure this country's safe, right? That's what they was doing. 9 times out of 10, that's what we think. That's what they're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they playing war games the day of?
Hmm.
They're,
Mm-hmm.
the war games were this is some of them. They send. Hold up, let me get it right. They simulate terrorists hijacking planes and crashing them into government buildings.
Hmm.
Simulation. Um, simulate planes flying on the radar and just disappearing, just, a simulation of that, of, terrorists taking things and flying them on the radio, on the radar, where these people are looking at the radar as a mission, essentially, some training, which in reality, they're doing this the morning of 9/11. So all the things they tell you about, nobody saw the planes, like they disappeared. That's not possible. And at all, it's not possible. A regular jet that you and I fly on, I don't care if it's private, you have to clear with who? You're constantly on that headset, constantly. You know, there's a code that's used if a hijacking takes place that they're supposed to use, not one pilot used it, not one. Not one. Just leave that there. These simulations they did really confused real people. But not only did they confuse the air traffic control people, they were really happening, but nobody knew they were happening because it was supposed to be training.
Mm.
So let's step into, like I said, we could do a podcast on one of these and it take hours. But I'll break it up a little bit to, one other section. I'll let y'all go for today because it's gonna take some time.
Mm.
The Pentagon,
Ooh, ooh,
the
ooh.
most heavily cameraed place, period, has all the cameras. Did not one camera catch a plane flying into it? Not one. To this day, there's not a there's not no clear footage of it.
To this day.
Did you know Hanjor? I messed this dude's name up. The guy that took Flight 77 and crashed it into the Pentagon, allegedly crashing into the Pentagon. Did you know a person said this was Duncan Hassel? Hope I said that last name right. He said he wasn't able to fly solo in a small plane. With that, that's equivalent to taking a regular car and pulling it out of a parking spot and stopping in the airplane world. So this dude couldn't fly a plane to save his life. The maneuver that this man allegedly took by professional standard flying planes. Um, those professionals that, looked at all this data of all that he did and the patterns he took and where he initially or where he landed this plane in the Pentagon, they said it is almost impossible to do. This is trained. We already have a man that like physically saw him fly. Was like he can't fly. Already told you he can't fly. But now he's doing this maneuver that even skilled pilots are like, no. I mean, that sounds a little fishy to me, but that's for y'all, to take on with your studies. Um, the plane crashed into the Pentagon, allegedly. All right. Where did the plane hit the Pentagon? Does anybody know?
The shaft.
Wasn't it
Oh,
the
they got shafted for this one. Oh, yes. Because, around the time this happened, a big budget scandal happened with the US, the CIA and all these players. Billions of dollars missing. Billions. The crazy part about the story with the Pentagon is where the plane hit. You understand the Pentagon houses important things.
mm,
And of those things, budgets. This plane hit precisely where the budgeting department was. Precisely. Let me make it worse. It hit precisely there, and this was where they had just reinforced for terrorist attacks. We're about to finish it within, 24 hours of that happening? Damn, that's crazy to me. That sounds real.
that's wild.
Allegedly. That sounds really. Anyways,
Denzel, you're a military guy, aren't you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, well, you're experienced with them.
I know some. I know some people.
So around that time, were there jets capable of intercepting those planes before they crashed, or was that not an option?
That's where those war games come into play. The
Mm.
planes were miles away. Response times. They've done these drills before where they have hijacks and have to intercept. 10 minutes is standard. 10 minutes. As soon as a plane veers off course a certain amount of degrees, alarms go off. Like they're sending, oh, you about to find out. You have to follow air traffic control. That you don't have a choice.
And they didn't
Mm.
They
have
will
one.
shoot you out of the air.
There was not one air dog on the scene.
Not one.
Mm.
Not one. Not one.
Something sounds fishy.
That don't make sense, right? This is the U.S. We got planes everywhere. It don't take long for us to launch one plane and be at your doorstep, no matter where you are in the U.S. It don't take long.
They'll find you.
I would wonder. I would wonder, like, why couldn't they just blow? Because I know there was like a point where there were
Yes.
10, 15 minutes where they were talking and people were sending messages and all of this, and no one intercepted, no one knocked them out of the sky. I'm pretty sure that's still a horrible idea to think, but if you could shoot them down, like you're gonna be sacrificing innocent lives, that's understandable. But if we would have shot them down, I believe it wouldn't have been as near as tragic as it would have been it crashing into those two buildings, it collapsing in on itself, allegedly, and then all the people dying. So I just find it funny. Like you could fly into a certain airspace and a jet will intercept you within 5 minutes. I've heard
Yes.
stories,
Quickly.
but for some reason on that day, the American government probably wasn't as stable as it is in later days, but they did not have one air, not a jet, not a plane or anything to intercept and or do what you got to do.
But why do this training on this day? Who authorized this?
Somebody
This
who
is
had
the
a
military.
somebody who had a
Who
lot of
authorized
know-how.
this and then that somebody with power. But we're not asking the question, who authorized this on this day? I want to know because this is too coordinated. It seemed too good to be true. I don't know. Don't you know,
Somebody had dirty
I'm telling you
countries.
guys, this is it's a lot of stuff you learn. Uh, Another little tidbit. Did you know the five hijackers of Flight 77 all got stopped at the with I guess it wasn't TSA at that point. With the little when you walk through the metal detectors going to the airport, they all got stopped.
Oh, that was
All
it
of
was
them.
it
Every
was
one of them.
TSA. They wasn't as
Yep.
strict,
Oh,
but
every
it was
one of them.
TSA.
No. And they were on that plane and ready to leave. But whatever happened, they got on the plane.
It was all
Did you know that
was planned.
after 9/11 we lost more freedoms than y'all know?
Oh boy, what you can't even bring a bottle of lotion.
Not even that. So
Any
how I'm talking to you right now, how I'm talking to you right now, look at the phone. That it's gone. It's gone. I won't get into that, but yes, that it's a rabbit hole, guys. Let me stay on track though. Did you know that all the planes, all four, were at about 30% capacity of people on the plane? When have you ever seen a half empty plane? A commercial one at that.
spirit is always filled out.
Like I don't I've never seen one. So 30%. So they just throwing their money in the air. It ain't cheap to fly a big old 747. I know it ain't. I mean, it's not like there was military people on there, government employees with top secret clearances, Boeing, and companies like that, people like that on that plane, was there? Oh wait, there's proof of that. There was people with government ties too. Yeah, there's proof of all that. Yeah. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Um, the dude could have took Flight 77 and nose straight down into the Pentagon and did more damage and killed more people. So why didn't he do that? If this was, you know,
A
all this
coordinate,
allegedly.
yeah, an alleged coordinated government reset by basically systematically removing several key players and destroying evidence
Yeah.
before it can be realized.
Yeah. It's ironic it hit that precise place of the Pentagon.
It was a
And the plane didn't leave no plane parts either.
it was a
But
false warning shot. Is what it sounds like.
No, it
no,
wasn't false. It wasn't false. It did what it was supposed to do.
no, it did what it's supposed to
People,
do.
I mean, yeah, it did what
people.
it was supposed to do, but it almost sounds like a warning shot.
No, the warning shot was probably the testing system. That was the warning shot, but everything else, the capacity of the planes, the position of the planes where they hit, the strategic removal of government officials who were on the planes. Uh,
No, maybe I'm saying warning shot because of the way the plane landed. Maybe it was planned to land that way in precise possible way to
yeah,
warn
but
them of something.
Okay, so this
right,
could be
no,
put
it
in
wasn't
two
warning
different
them
ways.
because y'all about to say you. I wouldn't consider it a warning because a warning would have been like to let you know this is about to happen. It happened. It's
Yeah.
like Spider-Man. It was like the Spidey senses in the 70s. Like Spidey senses now. Spider-Man gets the tingle before it happens, but in the 70s or 80s, it really made no sense because he get hit, then his Spidey senses go off, and then you're like
but see, you saying that like these people didn't know what was about to happen,
a good bit new,
allegedly.
and a good bit were sacrificial pawns.
Yes, it's there's plenty of places you can look on how they sold all of it and why people feel how they do in certain professions
Yes.
about this subject
Mhm.
because a lot of things point to a lot of alleged corruption and just basically hate in money laundering and things. It's crazy to me.
The power
Who was
Um,
the
greedy
president at
people.
the time?
uh,
George Bush.
George Bush,
I
What
know
was
that
his
because I
What was his
remember it very
political
vividly.
affiliation? Was he a Republican or a Democrat?
he was a Republican.
He was most potent Republican.
Republican.
Who was responsible for 9/11?
George Bush. I'm blaming him.
That's one.
I'm blaming him. He's 100%
All right.
behind that. Sorry, not
Mr.
sorry.
Mr. Bin Laden,
Who told you that?
the government.
I have my sources.
No, George Bush did.
Well, he was the government at the time. You're absolutely correct. Republicans seems to be, they seem to be linked with a lot of, in pivotal points in time where something happens, government conspiracy, sloppy cover up, massive destruction, and boom, it kind of gets to the light. Seems very reminiscent of today.
No, I
Mm.
see this in the government in general because I don't care what anybody says. Same coin, different sides.
Yeah, same coin,
Yep.
different sides. Yeah.
This one just was just the more you get into it, the more it makes your blood boil as someone that's done certain things in my lifetime for the government. Uh,
The
the
newest one was
problem
crazy.
I see is, just a little blanket over it. Oh, that ain't what you saw. But there's too much saying you we got eyes and we research everything.
Mm-hmm.
What you
Everything.
said.
That's the beauty of the internet.
We calling
Everything.
it Jeffrey.
People have there's been committees about 9/11. There's been, all those families, man. All those you think them families about to just be like, oh, this just happened. No, they
Nope.
didn't go for it at all. At all. There's
Yeah.
been committees that they want some answers.
Mm-hmm.
The aftermath
Like
was
I
like Yeah, the aftermath was really
What?
that was horrible.
The insurance policies and stuff that paid out? Bruh, there's so much money in this alleged corrupted topic we're talking about. It's dumb. And $1 billion now ain't a whole bunch of money in the grand scheme of running the world.
That
A
is true.
billion dollars back then?
They hop
You
into that.
touching something.
They hop into that bank talking about some. I get money. I
You know
get
what?
money.
I would want someone to go look at the. I want someone to go look at the state of the stock market around that time.
Let me hit you with another one. Did you know there were bets on what plane was going to do?
I'm sorry, what?
Rabbit hole, bro. Every physical thing you can think of that they told you, I beg you, if you believe that, whatever they told you, please go and research it because it will blow your mind. Osama bin Laden has never in any way, shape, or form, written wise, or him saying it that he was responsible for 9/11. He was never found. They believe he is dead. If you look at his wanted poster, it says nothing about 9/11. With that being said,
Who's
guys,
the fall guy?
these false flags, there's a lot. It's a rabbit hole. It's a crazy rabbit hole, but it'll definitely give you insight onto why some people feel
I
how
know
they
you did. I
do
just
about the powers that be. Whatever you want to call them, Illuminati, whoever daddy that's doing shady stuff in the backyard, cutting off chickens' heads, whatever you want to call.
I had to save myself. I'm sorry.
They don't play for us. I've been saying it. I'll keep saying it.
Hmm.
I'll say it as somebody sitting before you that y'all already know what it is. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Yes. So let's get into it. The CIA and their need to be the nosiest people on the face of the planet, and their journey into trying to become the most informed group on the face of the planet. They have went to lengths and measures that one would call impressive to the petty, but to a regular person is exactly why were you spending taxpayer dollars on such misguided attempts? And the success rate was mixed. So let's get into it, right? So we're gonna run a two-parter here. We're gonna talk about animals used in espionage, and then we're gonna go into the actual attempt at life with government, CIA intervention. So the first one I would like to get into is going to be pigeons with cameras. Now you will be like, ain't no way the government actually attempted to use pigeons with cameras. I will go as far to say it wasn't just pigeons. It was also ravens. Very smart animals that have the ability to learn, have different languages. Ravens and crows, they can actually have accents. That's how smart they are, right? So the government seen how smart these, fowls were. They say, you know what, they could take to the air, which means they can, be able to train them, which they were. They're highly trainable. They're smart. Um, they were able to train these birds through a system that's called the ABC system, right? They will have them fly from point A to point B and give them a treat. Then have them fly to point B to point C and give them a treat. Well, once they learn, like, hey, once you get to point A, like once they found out you're going from A to B, they removed the treat altogether and then gave them a treat at point C. That way they will learn, okay, I gotta go to B, then to C to now receive this treat. It's basically, memory learning. So what the government did not take into account that crows, pigeons, and even messenger hawks are very territorial creatures. So they will get a couple of birds, they'll raise them to, to the point where they can learn adolescence, and A lot of the pigeons either were killed by other birds along the way because territorial reasons, or they were killed by other crows because crows are gang leaders and they don't want any outside person flying through their airspace. So the government spent over
They are for
20,
real.
yes, the government spent 25 millions of American taxpayer dollars, right? And this was like during the Cold War, right? So money was a little bit moneying, but I believe at that time the stock market was plummeting. So people were broke, there was not much money around, and for some reason they thought, hey, this way to, of getting information will be better than sending out human spies, or they can work in conjunction with human spies. It failed. It failed miserably. Most of the birds, if they didn't come back at all, like, they have a homing beacon, they can always find their way back home. Most of these birds never returned. They had, like, I want to say, two or three crows that were excellent at their job. There was one crow, he had a name. He made all of the missions he was sent on, he completed 100%. He was like the troop of crows. He would go into enemy territory to record or put recording devices on the windowsills, are in certain located places, like, so the places where they were trained to put them so they could record, the target. Well, he would get it there, he would have everything ready for the person to record. Most of them didn't even make it to the right window. Some of them just dropped the recording devices in random places, and they'll be like, well, you know what, this is a bust. But that crow did his job so well. He would go into enemy territory and fight local birds. Like, it would be one crow versus five, right? It would be one crow versus five, and he would find a way to outmaneuver them, outswoop them, fly, beat them. He would win. That was an academy winning bird. That he did his job excellently. Was up. Yep, that's why I told you it's gonna come full circle. I guess the government didn't have enough of that duck. Well, unfortunately, the crow either died, and they classify him as a CIA agent who was KIA, killed in action, or he left the troop and never came back because three enemy crows intercepted him on his last vital mission, and the CIA agent witnessed him flying off into the distance, being attacked by the other crows, evading them, but he never returned. This time, he did not make it back. And once they realized that they lost their only step, like their only foothold into the birds with camera sequence, they just let it go, because at this point they realized if they can't, they could barely. Some of them can barely do the mission correctly, and when they can, they're being killed by local fauna. They were being murdered by territorial gang birds, and that is what you say. They was throwing up West Side Aerial Division, and the bird was like, "What kind is that?" And he said, "You know what, Brody? You're about to find out. You didn't FO to FA. What? Federal birds being murdered in avian. Imagine being knocked out of the sky because you was just trying to complete a mission to get a piece of bread. That is crazy word. What you said, and Spun they did. He evaded them so often, but like the ops usually do, they get you eventually. You can't be slick forever. So let's get on to the next mission. These were trained dolphins and octopi. Now, dolphins and octopus are very. Yes, it was. Dolphins and octopus were very smart animals. They up there in the intelligence range, and those are the animals they love to use for espionage. If you can get a dolphin that's smart enough, or an octopus, like, who's expecting a fucking octopus to spy on them? Well, it's a real thing. What you say? So dolphins specifically were trained in that, because I believe, around that time we were training other, like, whales to do tricks and maneuvers. Dolphins were being trained to, deliver messages, uh, record and track operatives on the field, and respond to messages to correlate some form of a movement. Well, the dolphin plan only worked when their handlers or trainers were around, and that kind of was. against what they were really looking for, because when you're in a field, you're not going to have the same owner. And imagine you're on a top secret mission and you tell the dolphin to do something and it squirts water at you and flips off into the wilderness. That's kind of, you know, a, a hindrance to your operation. And the octopi, they tried with the octopus, it just didn't work. Like, it didn't work. They tried attaching camp. Right. The octopus will basically slip whatever mechanism they use to put on the octopus. They will either slip out of it, or when they left captivity to go perform the procedure, the octopus will usually always escape and never come back. So just like the pigeons, and the pigeons were real smart. Some of the pigeons actually broke their cameras to get away. They knew that they had to break it. Animals are smart. They were smart for that reason alone. Yeah. So once the sea critters did not work and SpongeBob became a free agent because they realized he wasn't getting the job done, they moved to a very important operative, and this was Acousticity. Acousticity was something used in the 1960s where they were trying to basically get cats, because no matter where you go in the world, there will always be a cat awkwardly sitting, watching and judging you somewhere. A cat will always be within eyes vision reach. You will never go more than 50 feet without seeing a lingering cat cooling coochie. They are there. And Operation Acoustic Kitty was basically they will do a low invasive, low minimum surgery where they will implant like listening devices inside the cone of the cat's ear. They will put a battery pack in their palates under their belly, and they will also put um an antenna device somewhere on their body. Like the cat was basically souped up, and that that actually worked because the cats are sneaky. Cats are sneaky. But it only worked until the cat either was sexually aroused or hungry. Usually, when the cats got hungry or horny, they actually disobeyed everything that were taught and went laid somewhere for long hours. And that was once again a hindrance to the operation. There was only one cat that made it to its final destination, because that's exactly what it was. There was only one cat that made it to its final destination, and yes, the other cats were attacked by local street cats. And have you ever seen like a back alley kitten or a cat? Those things are aggressive as fuck, and they don't play about their territory. So that was one of the things. Most of the cats couldn't even escape a junkyard cat, let alone escape the operatives after them. Well, Acoustic Kitty was one of the cats that actually made it to the testing ground to see what was going on, because it followed all of his commands perfectly. Well, upon being released from the bottom of the car to go spy on a supposed operative that was out to see how would the espionage go, Acoustic Kitty was tragically hit and ran over by a car less than 15 seconds of the mission being deployed. He crossed the street and was hit by a random vehicle and died. That was more than $1.5 million of American taxpayer dollars in one cat that died less than 30 seconds after the mission began. That was one of the, I won't say one of these most horrible thing. A lot of them, like I say, some of the cats wandered off, but that one kitten was hit. I don't see how. I'm like, you literally train. No, the kittens were trained to cross the street. For some reason, the cat did either didn't notice the car coming, or the cat would say, "Fuck this! I'm about to do whatever I want." And upon its hesitation, it was struck and killed. So that's when they got into basically dogs and horses. Now, dogs and horses are actually pretty smart, but they're not smart enough not to obey. So the horse thing went out the window because, like I said, horses are horses, and if you're not basic, like they're not gonna listen over long range. They were kind of like the dolphins, like they listen when their owners were near, but when you left them alone they did fuck all. So that didn't work, and the dogs were basically just transportation. And they listen for a good bit. Like I guess the more government trained dogs actually worked, but like the Malinois and the German Shepherds, they actually work, but I'm not sure exactly what caused them to go down. I don't. I think it was more of a them delivering but never coming back, maybe being killed in action. It is a dog, like, and I never understand why what type of dogs they were using. I can only assume it was like government approved dogs, but imagine you are a top secret organization and a random dog just starts following you. Like that's if that doesn't just give operation, I don't know what does. The cat would have been a more of a yeah. That cat would have been more of a smart way to go because you're always going to see a cat, but you're not going to see a you know what I'm saying a wiener dog just show up out of nowhere. Yeah. So after and all of this is alleged because some of these they say that they were thoughts and they are stories of them actually happening, but legally or on the record, there's no proof that they ever happened. You know how the CIA works. So, part two is going into the actual fake animals, right? There's always that one loony nut job that goes off on a bender talking about some the animals are fake, birds aren't real, the bees are transmitters, their antennas are sending signals to your brain, and you're like, dude,
I hear
shut
that
up.
all. I hear that all the time.
Like, dude, shut up. These animals are real. You telling me the government just start like what? Bees have been around for hundreds of years, and you telling me they just all been fake always? They just all been fake for the last thousand so years of people seeing animals long before the government existed. They're just fake now. Like some of these people are full blown nut cases, but on some cases they are absolutely correct. So it was I cannot pronounce this. I tried. Is Project Aquiline, and that was just the plan to make bird-shaped drones with sensory monitors. Yeah, to test nuclear sites. They were designed to mimic real-life birds and could potentially fly thousands of miles. But the only downside was the bird looked nothing like an actual bird. They look like they were drones with feathers. Like if you seen those things, you would not see them be like, "Oh, it's a government bird." You can clearly tell that thing was artificially created. There's no,
You can tell that was an abomination.
like you can clearly tell that that thing. Yeah, like from a distance. Yeah, from a distance, you'll be like, if, and I wouldn't even say like in the sky, you see a bird that doesn't flap because sometimes birds can glide for miles, but you, yeah, like when I seen them and I was doing research, I'm like you guys really thought the birds are fake. You can clearly tell when the birds are fake. Like that's crazy. And that was in 19 that was one of the operations that they were trying in the 1960s, right along with
Ah,
Acousticity. So you know how that goes. And it was around the Cold War, so that's when everybody was trying to be top secret operatives and all that. So then we get into the next animal that the government reportedly tried to replicate was robotic catfish. That's right. When the dolphins and the octopus did not work, they then switched to developing mechanical fish to gather water samples near nuclear facilities. These devices blended into natural environments, which they did, but there was just something about let's see if we can. And it was catfish. Most catfish, or they do have freshwater and saltwater, but I'm like, some places don't have catfish, and I don't think this one was used for like espionage. Like I'm not sure how effective a spy catfish would be, but I do believe they were using it to just basically to test water, but not be invasive to the area. But why not just use a regular water drone? Not sure. And then we get down to the insect-sized drones. Now, this one is basically like robotic beetles, robotic. dragonflies, robotic butterflies, and I think it was called insectosaurs, and it was something. But these insect-shaped drones were used as a full-on surveillance system, right? And there is record of this being, but I don't think it's as bad as what everyone is believing it to be. Like you'll hear people saying that, oh, the bees are watching you and the government is trying to take you down. But if the government had access to materials like, you know, functional bees, what would stop the bee from injecting you with a sting that could kill you? You know what I'm saying? Like some people, you're right. Right. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, or they could just make a swarm of mechanical bees and take you out. So I understand where some people say, well, the government, yeah, you're right. They are making mechanical animals. That is true. But I like to bring a little fact into it and a little common sense because if they had the ability to make perfectly animized, drone beams, what's to stop them from filling that drone up with any form of toxin and or neurotoxin and injecting it into you and making it look like anaphylactic shock when you rush to the hospital?
Mhm.
It would be a way more effective assassination tool than gun assault or stabbings or
Yep.
you know you know what I'm saying, gunfire. So there is some truth to the theory or the conspiracy theory of animals that are being made by the government to you know surveil and watch, but it's not as bad as people think it is, and it's the proof is in the pudding. So CIA surveillance on U.S. soil, and that's a real thing. Like we already know, the CIA are the nosiest bunch on the face of the planet. I'm pretty sure the old lady that lives around the corner who likes to peep out the windows anytime she sees someone walks by is either working for the CIA or she put in her application. Like that lady is extremely nosy. And we all have that one person on the street that you see watching. In fact, I might be an agent myself. I watch everything that goes on from the back window. So next time you think you see a drone, or next time you see this cat and you say, hey, are you the government? That could be an acoustic kitty. You could have an acoustic kitty. That is all for me. Thank you.
What's the crazy part about what you said about the bugs and them having the robotic ones? There's been videos of them showing like explosives on these little things and them flying them at people. Instant kill, hit you right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on. And they wouldn't even have to be that flashy. Like I said, what's to stop
Nope.
them for putting a small little stinger with a very deadly poison, sticking you like you just got stung by a bee, and then it flying off somewhere else? You'll be none the wiser.
Exactly.
Perfect assassination tool. That's just me.
You
Like,
think they ain't been using it?
if they were using it right, if they were using it like that, the assassinations that have been happening wouldn't be as sloppy as they have been. And we know that they've been some very sloppy assassinations. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Imagine,
And
imagine
that
it.
makes sense because I mean private sector owns that technology, not the government.
Right, so I'm like, hey, you know what? We want this guy assassinated. Magic B. Boom. No one would know anything. No one would know anything. Perfect assassination. No media coverage. No people snooping where they ain't got no business.
Why
Dude
are we
got.
thinking like villains? My bad. There was just
We
a
have
thought.
we have fallen so far. You are absolutely correct. I'm giving these
No
people
villains.
ideas. I'm giving them ideas. I am feeding
I'm
in.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't listen to these two guys. At
Jeez.
least when
I'm
it comes to
listening.
that, don't do that. Don't try that at home, please.
Nah,
But
nah.
I really think Acoustic Kitty might be a thing. Like I out of all of the The conspiracies, I believe Acoustic Kitty is one because, like, bro, how often do you see a cat?
A
Everywhere.
lot.
You know what I'm saying? Who's to say this cat isn't wired? You know what I'm saying? How could you prove that the cat is wired? How would you know it's a government cat? Cats come and
You
go.
wouldn't.
You would not know that Acoustic Kitty was there. And he was acoustically listening to you and your homeboy playing about how you about to rob. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have
Well, how was
high
he not
grade
listening
hype
for the damn car coming down the street?
because
How
that
was the
acoustic.
handler of said kitty not looking up? Where's your cat, sir?
Well, he was there. He was very upset.
I
I
bet
heard
he
he
was. He's gonna look down the street for your damn kitty cross.
when Acoustic Kitty was hit. Legends say he jumped out and swore. So Acoustic Kitty.
Is here to save you.
Well, that's enough about Acoustic Kitty. Charlie Wally, let's hear about what you got to talk about. I heard you say something about the New World Order. That has something to do with the CIA. You know, I was trying to
It's
see.
got a lot to
Like
do about
everything else.
yeah, like everything else. It all comes around full circle. Allegedly, of course. And before I get into
Allegedly.
this, I would like to say that this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. So
These
none of
are
y'all
all
motherfuckers come at
props.
me. These are all props. This is all gimmicks and props. It's all jokes.
The
In
shit
case the
is
feds catch
not real.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Just in case the police listen.
Yeah. Or anybody else hiding that.
Might be Acoustic Kitty.
But anyways, yes. We're gonna be talking about NWO. Like I said before. You like how that rhymed? Not the OWA. Not the officers with attitudes. We ain't talking about them. I had to put that joke in there. My bad, y'all. Don't come at me when y'all see me driving down the street.
Drag him in the comments.
I got a box of donuts with your name on it. I'm just kidding. Oh man. But anyways.
Arrest this man immediately.
Oh man. I'm one of those people that is brave enough to ask a lot of these very, very, very interesting and intriguing questions. And sometimes these questions, especially with the NWO, allegedly, I have to be careful, normally go with a little something like this. Is government lying to us? That's the first question I want to ask.
Yeah.
Y'all believe the government lying to us?
Yep.
Is some of y'all most favorite Shut up. Is some of y'all most favorite celebrities a part of something bigger than what you think it is? You know,
Yes.
the elites, you know, dot the I's, cross the T's, those people. Most importantly, why does every conspiracy video always start with an eerie question, an eerie song?
But you want to make it
Boys,
Scooby Doo music?
I mean, just put a little something and add to it. A little jazzle jazzle, you know what I'm
A
saying?
little pizzazz to
Razzle,
it?
a little razzle dazzle, a little
They
spritzy.
stabbing kittens in Tibet. What we gonna put on there?
Yeah. La, 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 la,
Canceled. We so canceled. Jesus fuck. Edit that out.
Oh man.
HR.
Yeah, put
I'm
me on the
sorry.
wrong. Y'all put me on the wrong topic.
Go, Charles. Shit.
Today we're talking about the New World Order. The conspiracy theory, basically, it's kind of like the Avengers, but it's like every last one of them are Thanos, and it's kind of impossible to get at them because they already have the Infinity Stones times 20 over. I mean, they snap your finger, they snap their fingers, do their little step. They can do it all by themselves. Let them see you do it. Hey, type shit. You done. I'm just saying, you done. Ain't nothing we can do about that.
Did he just throw that in there? Did he just do that?
I just
Oh
did.
my God. That was creative as fuck. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, proceed, proceed. Fuck.
But anyways, grab your snacks, pull up your socks, and hold your crotch. It's about to be a bumpy ride. Adjust your chin full hats to a 45-degree angle for optimal signal blocking. Let's dive into this. Head first. What? You staring at me
I'm
for?
waiting to dive on your
So look,
command.
no, for real. So look, the phase New World Order was never meant to be spooky, like everybody thought it was. Allegedly, not supposed to be spooky. Politicians just love dramatic catchphrases, like "Dude, where's my car?" No, I'm totally kidding. They're like rappers, but without the talent. Some of those rappers are lacking. I'm sorry. But after the big world events, leaders would be like, "Today marks a new world order," which sounds inspirational. But the internet heard global takeover activated. Got you. And you can't do nothing about that. Suddenly, YouTubers with their usual names, Truth Seeker 420, started dropping documentaries filmed on a potato. And you remember those old potato video cameras? What's a potato roll around?
Right,
Yeah, those,
potato.
the baked potato, the mashed
3
potatoes.
megapixel cameras.
Man, you got to squint your eyes. Like, what is that?
What was it, 140p or something like that?
Something like that. It was really low. Meanwhile, the actual government can barely coordinate trash pickup. No, seriously, they can't because I mean, there's a lot of spots. I mean, have you heard about Philly and other big cities having a lot of major takeover in areas where they can't get their trash? It's so piled up. It's kind of bad. But that's for a different story. You expect me to believe they're building a secret one world dictatorship? What do you think? I think.
Oh,
I ain't
oh, he
about
was
to
actually,
answer that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was actually asking you that.
I ain't about to answer that.
You're not about to answer that.
Mm-mm. I'm not about to answer that.
So, what y'all believe is the conspiracy starter pack?
Ooh.
I already gave you one.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one. A secret elite controls the world.
Yeah.
Billionaires, bankers,
No.
politicians. That one mom at a PTA meeting who always brings gluten-free
That's
brownies.
usually the ones. That's usually them. They usually be
Nah,
running things.
yeah,
Moms at
it'd be cool.
PTA meetings.
They got that nice old expensive hundred some $1,000 car.
No, they usually drive Buicks or Grand
Some
Marquis,
some
is back
don't.
in the day.
Uh, I'll give you another one. They want a new one. They want a one world government,
Yeah.
which they're talking about that for the longest. It's one currency, one ruler, one Wi-Fi password, and it definitely won't work.
I ain't with the last part.
Come on, bro. Come on. Give me that. All right.
Mm-mm. One
They
Acousticated.
like the
password
states.
and it don't work, you kiss my ass.
They also like to stage world events. War, NWO, economic crisis,
Mm-hmm.
NWO.
Mm-hmm.
Your DoorDash driver forgetting the files, definitely NWO.
I believe you. Oh, girl, that had my pizza last night. That it clearly said it on the box.
Oh, she was a hit for hire.
I don't care. You probably work for the feds anyway. That's why you forgot. My stuffed crust pizza was sitting there looking lonely.
um, Also, they like to control the media. That's a big thing. One of the biggest parts they play in a lot. Media likes to twist things, as you can see in a lot of very important news reports and stuff that you see online. CNN's one of the biggest ones. Fox News, NBC, BBC, MSNBC, yeah, all those. Those are what you call your systematic. I won't go into that. Never mind. But apparently, journalists, celebrities, and TikTok influencers all meet in a secret underground bunker every Sunday for brunch. I'm totally kidding. It's allegedly. I told you it
Uh,
was a joke. It's a joke.
I was about to ask where.
Probably under Diddy's secret layer. Who knows?
I ain't saying I want to see Diddy, but
I would
I
love to
don't
see
think.
the secret lair though.
Yeah, like
Like that's
Batman.
what I.
Probably got,
Yeah, I
it's
want to
probably got
see
nice
like
gimmicks like
no,
picture books,
no.
candy,
I don't want to see the
glitter,
items that's in the lair. I
stickers,
want to see the lair itself. Like, what
kitten
is it?
calendars.
Where was it constructed? Is it fortified?
Side
Ice
of a
cream.
mountain,
There's probably
Yeah,
multiple
you know
ice
what I'm
cream trucks
saying.
down there.
I know there's a
like
Diddy
the dope
mobile.
ones.
I know there's a
Yeah,
Diddy mobile. You can't tell
gotta
me he
be.
had all that money and had all those cars and he didn't make a Diddy mobile. I know there's one.
A
There
Diddy
probably
mobile's
they
crazy.
probably had a Diddy trap too.
Instead of shooting out bullets,
Activate Diddy trap.
it shot out baby oil.
They think
You
of,
slip right on in the limousine. Oh,
I think it was more like a going into a room and then the door shuts and then
Motherfucker
you
talk
just hear
about
Diddy
some
you hear Diddy maniacally laughing in the background. Like
bad
just
boy, baby.
walking, just go in that room over there and you just boom. You know.
nah, nah. It's more like that boy had to get to another meeting and the cops was on him. He said, "Oh no, we can't be late, Daddy. Hit that button." And that motherfucker hit that button and all you see is nothing but oil on the ground. And that cop go, "Skidoo."
If
That'd be
he
more of
had
a
that much damn baby oil in him, he got bigger issues
that would be more like a Diddy accessory.
to his cars.
Yeah, you know what
His
I'm
Diddy
saying?
button. Boop.
The Diddy
The Diddy button come out, cars swerving everywhere.
this hurry up, activate the Diddy smoke bombs.
They run every time. Activate the trap.
They just pop. Boom. Yeah, baby.
Run! He could have just took the TV.
Yep.
Oh man.
Acoustic kitty.
Another important thing, they track everyone. And I mean everyone. Nobody's safe. You thought you was, but you're not. Smile for the camera, everybody. You're in 4K. Do a phone, laptop, tablet, that gaming computer. Yeah, that's you too.
Charles did. What did I say we lost in 9/11?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look it up.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, they like to hide symbols everywhere. Symbolism is a lot of things. Make sure you guys looking at it. It's very important. Symbolism is key. Triangles equals. Well, we already know what that is. Dot the i's, cross the t's there, baby. Eyes equals same thing. Your cat blinking twice. Bohemian Grove. Just totally kidding. It was a joke, allegedly. And the extra spicy version, who I like to call lizard people running the government, it's been thrown around a lot lately. I wonder where that came about. Actually, I already knew where it came about. TikTok started it first. Because apparently humans aren't disappointing enough. Sorry, I had to say that part. Totally kidding. Again, kidding. Kidding. Somewhat.
Lizard people.
I've heard about the lizard people, but I don't think TikTok started it. I think lizard people have
Mm,
been, yeah,
No,
lizard
it
people.
wasn't
this
TikTok.
has been a thing
TikTok
for
didn't
a
start.
minute.
It just seems as if TikTok starts a lot of things. People like to blame TikTok for that, and that's why I had to start with that. Sorry, TikTok. I was just playing around.
No, don't apologize to them. TikTok will have a clip
It's
about
TikTok.
you have somebody on TikTok loud and wrong talking about shit they don't quite understand.
Lizard people. That's a very dark hole. Your mind has to be here.
Hmm. So, who's supposedly in the NWO?
The CIA.
Most definitely the CIA.
No,
Donald Trump.
the U.S. president.
Jeffrey Epstein was.
Hmm, you're
I'm like,
close.
George Bush.
He was a president. Yeah.
believe me,
I think that's the president.
Yeah, Jeffrey was most
All right.
definitely.
So, it's the U.S. president, the United Nations, the
Yeah,
World Economic
that
Forum, Oprah,
healthcare
Jeff Bezos,
Oprah.
industries.
Wait, you ain't
probably
about
the
to.
manager at your local Chick-fil-A because they're way too efficient.
What does Oprah got to do with anything? I'm confused.
Oprah been paying the feds. We already knew
Well,
that.
we knew that, but what Oprah got to do with the New World Order? That lady could barely get her titties to be lopsided. What the fuck does she
God
got to
damn.
do? What the fuck she got to do with the New World Order? I'm
Oh, and
confused.
also every rich family ever. We'll get into those in a minute. Well, actually, I'll go ahead and say them right now. Rockefellers,
Don't even mention
Rothschilds,
those names. Do not mention those names.
Kardashians.
Oh, that's different.
If your last name ends in Steinberg or owns a yacht, boom, you're in the club. Just didn't know it.
I told you Jeffrey Epstein was on there.
I had to say the names. I'm sorry. I ain't taking that shit back.
So, what exactly are the Kardashians like job in the New World Order?
I don't want to say it.
I'm not saying
Like, is they are they? You know what? I could see
What
it
are they good at?
selling
it.
ass. Am I wrong? Each
It's
one of
deeper than
them. I'm like,
it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that, my guy.
oh,
I, I just know what they're good at. So.
Yeah. So do I.
Their
So,
contributions, I'm sure, is going to be great to whatever cause they're putting it towards. But I
you
just
know
know
what? I call it the Big Booty Olympics. You notice how, like, over the last couple of years, BBLs have been on a rise, poisoning
yes,
the minds of the youth, moving everyone into a central thought of what they need to be and what they need to do, keeping everyone under control, using BBLs to asthmatize the generations. That way,
yes,
they're more focused on getting fat asses and looking at fat asses than to see what's really going on. You know,
you can't see past the ass.
you can't see past the ass, and those asses are huge. Look like wisdom teeth. You can't see past them.
Yes,
So
but
I'm thinking
men, we get to a point. Unnatural is unnatural. Not natural is not natural.
we are so
Just
focused on ass that we
yes,
don't
we
see the bigger picture. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to mentally piece together how the Kardashians can motivate the world to do
in
something or
any
be
way.
something, and it's the
But
ass.
anyways, even the Freemasons get dragged in this situation. Didn't see that one coming.
The Freemasons.
Yeah, Illuminati Junior.
These dudes haven't been dangerous since George Washington's hairline was intact, mind you.
Shit, they're dangerous now.
That was just a joke. I hope
Oh,
you guys got that joke. Hee ha ha. But the funniest one, people swore Tom Hanks is in The Illuminati. I mean, Tom Hanks. Come on now, the nicest man alive.
I
If
can
he's
see
in
it.
the secret government, we're all doomed.
I can see it.
That's where we're going. That's where we're going.
Hmm.
I can see it.
Yep.
That's where
It.
we're going.
He just screams government plant. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up. This is not government plan. This is all gimmicks and props.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, that
Allegedly.
we're pushing alleged
Yes.
allegations.
Allegations.
That'd be alright. Anyways, why the conspiracy spreads? I mean, let's be honest. It makes chaos feel organized. I mean, it really does. When you think about it, the world is confusing. Every single day, it gets more confusing. It's easier to believe a secret elite did it because we believe that. Then economics is complicated. And most importantly, the internet loves drama. If you upload a calm, factual video, it gets 3 views. Add creepy music and a blurry triangle, suddenly you're a prophet.
Hmm.
Again, this is all gimmicks and props.
You laugh. It is gimmicks. All
Anyways,
gimmicks and props.
people love feeling like they know a secret. A lot of people do. It's like being in a group chat with God. Real life does have shady stuff. A lot of shady shit. Government cover ups, private meetings, billionaires wearing turtlenecks. I mean, I thought we were past turtlenecks. Suspicious behavior. All that collides. People like also connecting dots. Even when there are no dots. Dot dot. Question mark.
I.e., you are nutcases.
You ever see someone stare at a dollar bill like it's the Da Vinci Code? I see that all the time. Bro, you see that owl symbol in the corner? That means no, it doesn't, Brandon.
It-
It means currency designers were bored.
exactly. People like to think into stuff when you don't have to. It could be a plant growing in the wind, and someone will say it's some form of a theory somewhere involving that one plant minding its business.
Mm-hmm. But it's also fun. Conspiracies are basically adult fairy tales,
Mm.
except instead of
Yes.
happy endings, we get 8-hour YouTube documentaries made by someone who forgot to turn the mic on.
Oh my God, yes. Especially those flat earthers.
In case people aren't getting the message, this is just mostly just again comedy. Not claiming who's done anything. Just saying.
Flat earthers.
Mm. I'm gonna tell you what's real versus what's not real. All right, there are some powerful global groups. There are some very powerful global groups. NATO, WEF, IMF, all that. You get the rest. They're not sitting in a volcano fortress stroking a cat and planning world domination. I mean, come on now. What do y'all think? This is just fiction and people are just all the same evil people just sitting there stroking a fucking Persian cat talking about some wah. The fuck?
I would be. If I
Not a
ran the world.
volcano, I'm not.
That like the volcano doesn't even give like evil villain. I would have been thinking like,
I want mine in like in the side of a mountain with a hairless cat.
This is giving dumbass vibes, honestly, because why are you sitting at a volcano line, knowing that it could possibly erupt at any time?
Because if your evil lair is evil enough, it has to be in the most evil place.
I hope you go out with a bang, I guess.
yeah, but that
Magma.
That's the whole point.
it would be uncomfortable. It would be like uncomfortable due to the temperature. Like the cat would be uncomfortable. You'd be uncomfortable. I don't even think the cat will comfortably sit there. It'd probably scratch you. It's hot. Don't touch me.
Probably. Not real. They're not sitting in a volcano fortress stroking a cat and planning world war domination. That's not what they're doing. Most of their meetings are probably just who brought the coffee? No, seriously, who brought the coffee? Always ask that question, especially at work. Why is the Wi-Fi bad? Anybody ever ask that question? I know a lot of people do that. It's a curious question. Should we order pizza?
Yes.
If so, what size? What toppings? 2, 1,
Oh,
3, 4, all?
Hmm.
Bodies? Bodies?
So many questions
So many questions.
with no answers, leading them to follow their own circle, like a
What is
Ouroboros.
real? Government do track data. They do 100% track data. What is not real, nobody's trying to microchip 8 billion people. We can't even get people to update their iPhones.
Can't. Mm-mm.
I don't use an iPhone, so no, I would never get one of those bougie fuckers. Sorry, I just called you all. Anyone that's owning an iPhone, you are bougie.
How?
Shots fired. Fuck up. Why you had them duck lips out?
You know what? That wasn't even a duck lips. My lips are just big as fuck. I was making a face like when you have these big when your
Nobody
lips.
else sees your sister talking about some.
No, this is duck lip like this duck lip. I was like,
Nah, nah, bitch. You was saying the
no, I was
same
like
thing.
this. No, it's not like this is me doing like the. But I guess because I have fat ass lips, you just can't tell the
Looking
difference.
like Aunt Jemima over there trying to figure out what. Never mind. I'm gonna stop. You know what's real? Economics is complicated. I mean, really, it is. That's all I had to say to that. What's not real? Reptilian shapeshifters running for senator.
you don't know that?
Shit, we don't know that. That's why I
Exactly.
said
Reptilians
we don't
everywhere.
know if it's not real or not. I never said it was. I never said it wasn't.
In this hot ass country, they be talking about reptilians, bitch. It's hot outside. They're cold blooded. Like
If your senator looks weird, that's just stress and bad fight and bad lighting. I'm just saying. Tell him to get his other side. Put a little extra makeup on it. That's all my improv on that.
like
But what is the real issues worth watching? Oh, I can tell you right now. Don't worry about the lizard people. Worry about this. Tech companies collecting too much data, and I mean a lot. Your phone knows you eat snacks at 1 a.m. It's judging you, or more importantly, it knows you more than it knows anyone else, than you know anyone else. It's weird how that happens, right? It's like you're watching an ad or something, and then out of nowhere, 5 minutes later, that same ad pops on your phone. Weird how that happens. Hmm. AI taking over jobs. Well, we see that a lot. There was a video I seen recently of a robot driving in an Amazon vehicle. It's crazy. Robots aren't building a new world order. They're just trying to take your position in Amazon.
And taxi drivers and Uber drivers. In California, there's a company called Waymo, and basically it's a self-driving taxi. I rode one.
That's weird.
Propaganda online. Real. Dangerous everywhere. Not from shadow governments, from trolls with Wi Fi. Yeah, trolls. Give it up for the trolls. No, don't give it up for them. Global economics. Interest rates. Scarier than any conspiracy. Real power equals money. Cash rules everything around me. If the New World Order existed, they'd probably charge a subscription fee.
I can see
They
that.
can do what they want at that point.
The only world order I know is bricks. That's the only thing I can think of. Bricks, that company that's trying to make everybody have the same amount of money or something like that. That's New World Order. There's no, I don't think there's no lizard people, honestly. But if you want to believe in reptilians and tuxedos, please, by all means, I'm not gonna stop you.
Well, anyways, that is my sum up for the NWO. The New World Order conspiracy. Part mystery, part myth, part. What am I even talking about, honestly?
Mm, mm. Clock, clock it, clock it.
Is there a secret global government? Probably not.
Mm.
Is the world complicated and controlled by powerful people?
Yes.
Maybe.
You see it.
Is there any people that are in type of secrecy cults or elites?
Yeah, yeah, we see it every week. Mm-hmm.
Possibly. I won't find out.
Just turn on the news. It's there. It's there. We see it. It's there. We can't deny it. Secret meetups in the woods in California, burning giant statues and shit. A whole city made for rich people to come do weird rich people shit inside of a cabin in the woods. Like, that's real. We have that on documentation. I don't know if they're lizard people, but I know they're up there doing some freaky ditty shit up there.
Oh no, not the freaky Diddy.
Hmm.
This is what oil
Probably got
people.
some good music out there, bumping it up, Diddy bopping style. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Make sure y'all guys hit that like button. Make sure you put on some comments. Share this with your conspiracy loving friends. And most importantly, remember, stay curious, stay skeptical, and if someone tells you the government is run by lizard people, ask them how they know. Like, did they see them? Have they seen one at all?
And always be skeptical of that one cat that just shows up out of nowhere.
And try not to
You
run down the
can't.
rabbit hole 911.
Yeah. You can't call somebody at 20,000 feet in the air. Just saying.
You can't, because I tried and my internet did not work. I always thought that was like bullshit. We went in the air
Yeah.
and
I
I didn't
thought the
do the.
plane
I
would
didn't.
fall out the air. Nothing.
I just
You
when
just
they
can't
said
do it.
put your phones on airplane mode, and then when we reached like a certain altitude, my Wi-Fi went out. I'm like, what the fuck? Then what's the point of airplane mode if the if the
Yeah,
signal
that's
is
why they
gone?
got Wi-Fi on the planes. Why would you have to have Wi-Fi on the plane if you got service?
I'm not paying $7 an hour.
But no,
And
that's like generally like they had Wi-Fi on them. So it's like,
Yeah, I know, but I'm like, that's
you
crazy.
have any, if you have any thoughts on anything, you got any receipts of shaking hands with any reptilians? Picture it didn't happen. No, I'm totally kidding. But anyways, it's been real. It's been fun. We love all you guys. Remember, you all matter. We love you guys, every single one of you. All right. Don't let nobody tell you guys y'all are different from anyone else. You set your own tone, you set your own path. Trust me, you'll go far. As long as you buckle down and stay true to you. But remember, most importantly, love yourself first. And with that, we out. Peace.
I look jolly as fuck.